Hello everybody, new video today. Today I'm going to be trying to remove the mill scale on my 1/2-inch welding top. As you can see, I already spent a little bit of time doing it. This probably took me 30-45 minutes, and I was just using 32 grit grinding disc, and then I tried this Scotch-Brite pad and it just clogged up. It clogged this up pretty good too, and I tried 32 grit palm sanding discs, and it just didn't work. And so I was doing some research, and I saw that cleaning vinegar, as it does take a little bit of time, but it works way better, and it doesn't leave these nasty scratches in the table. So I figured I would give it a try and show you guys. But basically I went out, I bought a big thing of shop rags. It's a 300 count. I bought cleaning vinegar. I heard that cleaning vinegar, as opposed to just distilled white vinegar, is supposed to take less time. And then I brought some Scotch-Brite for after, and some gloves because I don't really want to get it on my hands. And all of this cost me just under $32. So I figured I would give it a try. But first, I'm going to get everything off the table. I'm going to clean the table because I still have some dust residue from when I tried doing this, and then I will catch back up with you guys. All right, so now I wiped the table with some of the cloth that I bought and some Simple Green. You can use whatever, it doesn't matter. And then I went ahead and I taped the whole the perimeter, so no vinegar leaks off the sides of the tables. What I went ahead and did was I taped one line across the whole perimeter, and then I went through and did a second layer about halfway the thickness, so like half of it, and then the thickness of the table, and then the other half. That way I can bend the tape along the underside to try to hopefully prevent more leaks. And then I went ahead and I added just another small little layer around the corners, and hopefully that prevents it from getting in. So now I'm going to pour the vinegar on the table and lay the rags out, and I'll check back in there. All right, so I went ahead, I applied a thin layer and then just wiped it, and then applied another layer, set the cloths down to let them kind of absorb, and then I applied another layer over it to let the cloths fully soak. And now I'm going to throw this bag over it to hopefully mask the smell a little bit, because if you're doing this in the garage or anywhere indoors, it'll probably smell pretty good. But so far my tape edging looks good, no leaks. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that trash bag now. All right, so I went ahead and threw this trash bag over it. Obviously it's way oversized. And then I just taped it around the legs of the table, and I'll probably check in on it in about, 5 or 6 hours. See what it looks like, apply more vinegar, take those towels off, maybe put new ones on, or I don't know. I'll figure it out then. Also, just for anybody that's interested, this is how much I used of the vinegar on the first round. I don't really exactly know what I'm doing, but that's how much I put in. All right, everybody, 8 hours later-ish, or I'd say around 8 hours. This is what it looks like with the tarp off. So I'm gonna take the towels off, give it a good Scotch-Brite with these a little bit got on the floor, with these little Scotch-Brite pads, and see what happens. Hopefully it turns out pretty good. All right, so this is my table after a little bit of using water and Scotch-Brite. I got some of it off, but I'm going to wait until tomorrow. It's a little too late to be making too much noise. All right, it's the next day. I've got my corded grinder with my wire wheel. You want to be careful about what wire wheel you use. If you use a cheap one, these little bristles are very likely to come off and potentially hit you, and that is not fun. I've been there, it sucks. So I'm gonna give this a go at wire wheeling and see what comes off, and I will show you the results of this wire wheel. All right, so I have since moved on from the wire wheel. I just wanted to get the surface rust off of it from the night before with the wire wheel. I've moved on to the 3M, the Scotch-Brite pad, the purple one, and it rips, especially after doing the vinegar. I tried using this one before doing any of that, and it didn't work very well, but after the vinegar application, this thing works really nice. I've probably done, it's hard to see with the glare, but a little under half of it in probably 10 minutes. And I think I would be moving a lot quicker if I had a brand new wheel. So this is definitely the way to go, cleaning the mill scale off after the vinegar. All right, so about another 10-15 minutes later, this is the finished product. All of the mill scale has been completely taken off with just one wheel. So now I'm going to go over it with the wire wheel and see if this does anything. I'm just going to lay it flat on the table with my grinder and just go up and down all the way across and then side to side to try to see if it maybe polishes out a little better. This is just for looks, but see what happens. All right, finished product. I think it turned out pretty good, actually. I'm going to go ahead and seal it. I'm going to spray it with WD-40 and wipe it down with a rag to hopefully prevent surface rust from happening, but it'll be inside most of its life. But if you do have the time, I recommend that you use vinegar. It's cheap and it works way better than sitting there buying a ton of wheels and, creating really thick gashes in the table. So I do recommend this method if you do have the time. See you guys later.